Okay, so we're going to be using this technical drawing in order to create this train part. And it says all holes are drilled with point angles. And here's what you need for those, or for these. So they're all drill holes. So let's make it happen. So let me hide this. We'll go here. And let me see, does it matter where I start the... It doesn't. It doesn't matter where I start everything. So let's just sketch on the front plane, go to front, and let's make some measurements. So the first thing I'm going to do is like this. I'm going to use that. So I'm going through the bottom that way. And I'm doing that so that I can do a midpoint here, from here to here. Maybe. Okay. So now it's halfway and defines it. The distance right there is this distance from here to here, which is 2. I should choose D on my keyboard. 2 space IN, because for some reason I am in millimeters. So let me fix that real quick. Workspace units, switch this to inches. And that means this will be pounds. Okay, I can double click back on this. Okay, the next thing I'm looking for is the height from here to here. And so that one I gotta kind of follow the different lines and figure out, and it's 0.875. They're definitely messing with us with this, like the way that they show the numbers, so that you really have to read the stuff. This circle here is going to go above and be a specific thing, but it doesn't have, it says radius. So I'm going to actually use a circle, and I'm going to have to do diameter for that. So I'm just going to hover above this and draw a random circle so that I can dimension it. What did we say it was? 0.75, so that makes it 1.5. And the distance is from here to here is this one here, 1.375. Okay, let's see if there's anything else weird that we need here. I don't think so. I need to know the distance from here to here. But the way I would do that is I'd subtract the 5.5, 5.5 minus 1.75. So let's check this off and extrude it. And I'm going to do 5.5 minus 1.75. If you look, it gives you 3.75, so it can do the math for you, which is nice. All right, the next thing it's going to do is we're going to do this 1.75 on the other side, and we have a height up to here, and we have a distance here, but there's almost like a missing height, which comes in later and kind of works itself out. But let's see what we can do with what we have. Here. I'm going to just sketch on, I'll use this outside plane. No, let's use the right plane so that we're making it symmetrical. And I'm going to try to click, I'm just going to do this so it's above and below, so there's no specifics. But then let's click this from here to here. So we use the coincident constraint so that it lines up with that. This is lined up nice, so that looks good. And then it has a weird shape where it just makes like a circle. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. Isn't that crazy? I'm just making some crazy stuff here. And I'm going to coincident this. And I'm going to coincident that. Okay. The thing I'm going to do is do a tangent, which it should already be, but it doesn't hurt. And now let's throw those dimensions on there. So it says the radius is going to be 0.5, and this distance from the center point to the edge is 0.25. So the radius, so let me use the scissors and cut all this out so that I'm doing exactly what it says. The radius is 0.50, and from here to here, 0.25. What else? What other information does it give us? We know that this whole distance from here to here is 1.75. Dimension. Oh, if you need this number, I'll pull it out like that so you can see it. What else do we need? Oh, from here to here is 1.75. Whoa. Really? Really? Okay. And what else do we need? I'm looking to see what else they have here that could help us to make this top whatever it's going to be. I don't see a thing. Go here. You can see that they definitely have filleted it when it's done, which it doesn't have. Oh, there is this on the back. 2.35. There you go. That's the part we need. So let's hit check. We're still missing something. Oh, let's make that tangent again. Now that I've deleted things, it's forgotten that it's tangent. No. Why is it not? Why is it still blue? This is locked in, that's locked in, this is tangent to that. That's interesting. Why is it blue, guys? I don't want it to be blue. I am going to do a dimension here. I don't need it to be that far. Let's just make it 3.75. Just to, we definitely don't need that. But why is this not locked in? Is that perfectly not straight? Ah, so I needed a vertical constraint on this one line. It was a little crooked. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to hit check on that, and I'm going to extrude this symmetric, and I'm going to say up to face. And then I'm going to pick this side. And what happened is that the formatting changed from last time we did this. So what I'm going to do now is show you the new formatting. So to do this, what we're going to do is find a second end position, say up to face, and do the other side. See how it goes both ways now? So before it would just do a symmetric extrude in the same direction, but now it thinks we might need some more extra things going on. So now we have this dimension we have to put in 2.35. So let's do that. So you know what I'm going to do is a circle, because that's absolutely crazy. See? So this is radius. Oops. So instead of it'll let me do that. Can I cut? Nope, it won't let me cut away the. Let's project. Let's do that. So I just took those lines and projected them. Maybe it's thinking. There we go. Now when I do scissors, will go away. Yes. All right. So it's already tied into this, and then I'm going to make this 2.35. So that means all of this, I'm going to project this too, can be removed. I'll hit remove, go in that direction, Hit OK. That looks good. Okay, we need to do a hole here. We need to do the holes on the side, which are here. And then we need to do the holes in the front. Those are all, oh, and this on the top. So we have a couple of things we have to still do here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here. It's going to be 1 inch by 0.375. So let's do that. Going on the back, I'm going to sketch. I'm going to do a point. And I know that that's right in the middle, so I can tie it into that. That's fine. And then the height is 0.375. So from here to here, 0.375. And I can hit check. Now I'm going to do a drill hole. And we're going to look at what the dimensions are that it tells us about this hole. It says that it's a diameter of 0.25 and a depth of 0.5. It says round all edges except the drill holes. Okay, so that has nothing to do with it. Anything else going on here? No. So 0.25 and 0.5. It's an easy one. So we're doing simple 0.25 for the diameter, depth of 0.5, and we want it to be flat. This one is flat. Okay. Okay. The reason that it's important that we do these in the right order is because if we just did it as a fillet or I'm sorry, like extrude remove, it wouldn't have all the dimensions and things that we would need later if we were to make a technical drawing. So we're trying to do it just how they have it. So now let's look at this front here. So we're going to do, I'm going to do a sketch here, and I'm going to create a construction line, and I'm going to go right up through the middle. Then I'm going to go ahead and do points. So I'm going to do one here, and one, I'm not going to do one there. And I'm going to do one here. I don't know. I'm just making it up. Make sure it doesn't tie into anything. That's your most difficult thing. And then we're going to go here. And this is going to be from here to here, 0.375. And then from top to bottom, from here to here, a little distance, 0.125. From here to here, 0.625. And then let's mirror it. So I'm going to take this, the mirror line. They're always asking you to do the middle line first. And I'll grab that. So now these, if I go to change anything or do anything, it'll always be right. And then I'm going to go ahead and put these in. And it's mad at me because it doesn't like those dimensions. And that's okay because we're going to change them. So it is a diameter of 0.125, a depth of 0.125. Let's do that. 0.125, 0.125, and it is flat. Okay. So we still have to do the sides and the top, but we're almost done. So let's do one side here. So when we do this side, again, I'm going to put the points in and do them as drill holes. So sketch. We'll do construction line. From here, do not grab that midpoint because then that messes everything up. And then make sure that your construction line is nice and straight using a horizontal constraint. Okay. That dimension for that construction line is 0.50. Oh, no. Well, if you do that, it would be 1. So what I did is I actually made it like it was going to be a a circle or a, a revolve or something. We're not going to bop it to the top. We're going to keep it on the bottom. So that should be 0.5. And then, what else do we need? The distance is 1 inch. And 1 inch, because it's 5.5 minus 4.5, right? So we need 1 inch on each end. So I'm going to put a point here, and I'm going to put a point here. And maybe I will do the dimensions the way they did it, just to maintain like what they did. So here they have a 1, and here they have 4.5. That gives you what you need. Then you can hit check, and you can do your drill holes. 1, 2. And again, let's see what they have for the information on the drill hole. So for this, they're saying we want a 1/4 inch 20 UNC 0.875. We got a 1/4 inch. I don't think that's what it is, because that's not a 1/4 inch. .875. I don't know, guys. Do you think it's on this side? Whoa, it's definitely not that. So let's go back to inches. Oh, look at that. I'll do 1/4 inch 20. Oh, there it is, 0.25. I just saw it a second ago. And we're going to stick with that. Now to mirror it, if we did everything correctly, we should be able to mirror these. So let's go ahead and do mirror. What am I going to pick? I'm going to pick a feature. I'm going to grab these drill holes. And what's the plane I'm going to use? Well, hopefully the plane that I have that goes right through like this. So if you look on the other side, it added them to the other side. Okay, this leaves us with our last part. Something's not right with that other piece though. I'm feeling it. 2.35. We're going to have to go back and look. Something's not right. Okay, so this says our drill hole will be 0.50, 0.25. The distance is there. I wonder if I could, when I do the plane, create it. So I'll create a plane. And instead of an offset, let's do tangent. Do it here. See if it makes it straight on. It does. That works perfect. So let's do that. Then we're going to sketch on here, and we're going to just draw on here a point. We do want it to be centered with that, so that looks good. And the distance from here is 0.875. From here to here. 0.875. You can hit check on that, and now we're going to do the drill hole because that's the way it was marked on the drawing. And it says 0.50, and it's going to go in to the diameter of 0.50. type it in. 0.50. No, didn't like that. I have to actually find it. All right, I'll find it. There we go. And then it says 0.25. And then this should be flat. You can hit OK there. All right, so that all looks good, except I don't like this arc here. So let's go back to, which part is that? Where is it? Is it extrude? Here. Oh, I see what the problem is. So I had tied this to this, so let's get rid of that. And hit check. And then let's take this and bring it down past, I don't know where that hole is. Is this the hole? That doesn't look like the hole. This hole? No. This hole? This hole? I mean, if I bring it all the way down here, that would work. And then that extrude's mad at me, so I'm going to bring that down too. But the reason I did that is if this sketch is way down here, I can say that it is going to be counter concentric with this. And you see how that's lower. So now when we look, that looks like the drawing. Dang. Still looks wrong. Oh no, there it is. That looks right. Okay, so we can turn off all of these. We can turn this off. And now the biggest thing is to change the colors. So let's change them. I'm going to make everything purple. But then I'm going to go through here and I'm going to pick just this and make that aqua. Have a great day. And let's pick another thing. This. The lighter color. Okay. That looks good and it's ready to go. And I don't know how to turn this off. Where is it? There it is.